Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Lost Odyssey. Today we're in Numara, I think it was called. It's not Numara, it's Numara. But yeah, we were, I guess, arrested, probing time, after we fought some soldiers at the Grand Staff, got on a boat, broke out by erasing a dude's memories, which I'm sure will have no consequences for his life whatsoever. Examine. Okay. That one's a little rough, but alright, cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, Hayachi's here. I should really make sure that's what that dude's name is. I haven't played Tekken in a long time. With Queen Ming robbed of her power, the world is General Kakanis is to rule. Sure. More seeds. What the hell are these things? Oh, it's a child. What the hell's that, though? It can't be happening. Where could my Moo have gone? My dog Moo went out somewhere all of a sudden and has come back. He probably got lost while he was out looking for food again. He's such a pig sometimes. Is that a cat? I can usually... That is a cat. Okay, I can usually find him around here, but not today. I doubt he left town, though. So, am I supposed to find your dog? Yep, I was gonna talk to you, kitten. I'm surprised I can't go up these. Okay, look for a dog. Queen Ming was always concerned about beauty. I don't mean her looks, I mean eternal beauty from the heart. Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, actually, no. That does happen a lot, actually, where someone who is overly like physically attractive and by like societal standards still think themselves ugly for whatever reason. Well, no, we know it's a reason. Mental illness, like not body dysmorphia. It might be. Yeah, it might be. I don't really know the exact name for it, but it's, you know, it's gotta suck. Like, looking at yourself and no matter how actually attractive or fit or whatever you are, it's instantly you look the worst you've ever seen.
So, my performance was acceptable?
Yes, Your Highness. We should now be able to achieve our objective. Let them loose and follow them to the truth.
And what will we gain from this exercise?
When we have proof they work for the enemy, we'll lock them up again. They'll give us excellent leverage in negotiations with Ura, and beyond the negotiations, we stand to gain information about Grand Staff.
Grand Staff?
Ura has built a gigantic...
Some of the facial animations are a little jarring.
Right now, Ura poses a terrible threat to the entire world.
A threat?
Are you just going to keep repeating what he says?
That the tragedy at Wool Highlands is connected in some way to Grand Staff. If we continue to allow Ura to run rampant, that tragedy could be repeated again at any time.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The authorities
I think
in our military
they were
voted
assuming that too,
to
right?
seize Ura as a preventative measure.
You plan to start a war?
The White Boa is already being converted into a battle flagship, and we've begun assembling troops and arms. This action is for the sake of the entire world.
That's what I always say when I start conquering places.
Allow it.
While your majesty may have other ideas, the people will surely approve these safety measures. In this present magic industrial revolution, your majesty's isolationist policy is pushing the nation to its limit.
National isolation promotes peace.
This new regime must be created for the sake of world peace. We shall spread your majesty's teachings using our nation's military might.
You think military force can avert violence?
I would kill everyone.
Would you rather see a meteor fall on Numara? If that were to happen, the people who so adore you would be reduced to ashes in an instant.
I don't want to agree with this weirdo, but he's kind of right about that one. I don't know about the whole other things.
We Numarans should control
Like that one.
then we can use it to maintain peace all over the world. Numara would become the most powerful, peace-loving country
Through bloodshed!
War is inevitable, Your Majesty.
Can you stop doing that into the mic, please? Bye.
Figureheads. They should just keep quiet, play their role, and smile. Someone get in here, now!
So, like, the whole taking over the Ura thing, not something I would agree with him on. I mean, I don't really know the council too well from Ura. They all seem a little weird. But aside from that, I don't know anything about their overall, alignment. The Grand Staff thing, though, I don't know. If I was in his position, I'd probably like, we need to fucking destroy that thing. Like, everyone is thinking it just called upon a media that destroyed 2 armies or squadrons. So yeah, I don't know. I'd probably want more evidence before I did it, of course. But at the same time, I definitely would probably rather be prepared to destroy something that can summon a meteor than not. I don't know if I agree about the whole national isolationist from the Queen side, either. We gotta build a wall. We'll build a wall around Numara. Hello. Have you seen a dog? You thought up a good luck ritual. You throw a corn over your shoulder into the fountain to make your wish come true. What do you think? I think you, maybe had one too many shots of lead paint. Okay, you were walking near the palace and they chased you away. Can I not go back to the palace? There's a child there. You see that sparkly thing over there? You know what it is? I am either extremely blind or that child is fucking lying to me. I see nothing. Child, point me in the direction. I don't see shit, child. Well, that's a shame. I'm gonna have to send her to an orphanage. Where's your parents, kid? That's an inn, right? Blue's Inn? Purple Shop? You brought your date to see a monitor in the middle of a fountain? That's interesting. Are you a fox girl? Oh my god. Lonely Choo Choo. Are you from Xenogears? What is it? Are my ears weird looking? Not really. Really? So why did he talk to me? Because I was horrified by your existence. You want to play with me? Sure. Okay, then let's play tag. I'll run off and you try to catch me. If you're going to be running at that speed, should I just grab her? Should I just grab her or should I follow her? God damn it. Okay, part of me's like, if I just let her go and let her win, we might get an item at the end of where we're following her to. Another side of me is like, grab her. We're better than her. We can fucking beat her in game of tag. But so I don't really know what to do. She's really slow. That's why there might be an item at the end of the fucking tag race if we let her win. But she is so fucking slow and I don't want to lose to that. Okay, we'll just follow her for a little bit. Shit, I ran into her. God damn it. Wow, you got me. That's weird. I thought I'd be faster than you. Well, it was still fun. We're here, whatever. You can have this. I found another road. Slot seed. Okay, bye-bye. Let's play again real soon. Slot seed is fine. I'm not gonna be mad at that. I thought I was gonna have to press A on her. kitty. Ow. Okay, so this is the inn. I would imagine. Is there anything for me to probe? Can I shake this? No. I can. I didn't even see the exam thing. I've just been pressing A. Seed. It's a harp. Yeah, I think. I thought it was a boat for a second. Like a really weird boat design. I don't need this sleep, right? I have everything nice and full, yeah. I'm gonna assume... Oh my god, lag. I should look that up. I mean, my Xbox One is old, and I didn't turn it on for years. So... it might have some problems. It did have a huge patch when I started this series. But, yeah. It could also just be the game. Well, a lot of games of this time had, lag here and there. What's your wife doing? I don't know. Chronos, were you about to say the mailman? No! I giggled, that's all I did. I'm surprised they actually let me come into these rooms without paying. Hey, I'm fine with stealing people's powder. Mint powder. Mmm. Mint. Powder? So is it like seasoning? Is that a bong? Actually, that might be a bong. Is this a bong? I mean... probably like a candle holder or something. Kinda looks like a bong. There's no, like, cordage, like a hookah, right? So... it never had anything from a hookah. What about a bong, Chronos? Well, you know... that's legal now. So, sure. Way back in the day. You mean when it wasn't legal, Chronos? No! It was legal back then, too! No, I really don't do anything like that anymore. What was that? Oh, was it just this? I already did this, right? You already forgot? No! Yes. But... this is why I don't do that shit anymore, no. I would be surprised if that's actually a bong in this game, though. I don't even think they had shit like that in GTA until, 5. Though they did have joints, I guess? But I think those were like cutscene only, if I remember correctly. Hello? Dad and my brother went ahead. Okay. Hi. Where's the mailman? Oh, okay, bye. I gotta probe those pots. I gotta probe that pot, too. Open the thing! Ooh, 10 gold. Thanks. Could have been someone's life savings, Chronos, in there. Yeah, well, now I won't get that turbo ether. What a reference. Yeah, 100 gold is, yeah, that's at least something. And waterfall clusters. I don't even know what that fucking means. Alright, see you guys later. Okay, so this item shop better have some good shit in it, wherever it is. I'm just saying. I have money. Oh, there's the fox girl again. There's a gondola? That's a gondola, right? You a gondola? I think they're called gondolas. What's up, child? What, you wanna play with me again? Sure. Okay, let's play hide and seek this time. I got the perfect hiding place. You want a hint? Well, it's a key. What? What do you mean? Can you bring me over there? I'm tired of this. He was the one who suggested going on a gondola for our date. But how long does he expect me to wait? I'll go on a gondola ride with you. I need to get that treasure over there, though. You see the works of my altar. I already talked to you. Nice pantsuit. A key. Oh, is that guy's dog over there? What's he doing over here? Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting a cutscene, shirtless child. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a mercenary. What? Well, come on, aren't those just so cool? My mom says I gotta help out in the shop, but forget about that shit. If I was a mercenary, I'd be a million times more famous than a soldier. All the nations of the world would want me on their side. It'd be so awesome. Oh, dream? Kaim recalls a memory that's locked deep within his heart. A dream has been revealed. The rampant will fall to the enemy. The ramparts, not rampant. The ramparts will fall to the enemy. Just a matter of time. They will mount their attack at dawn. The main body of the allied forces is already drawn far back from the front. Only the mercenaries are left behind the barricade. Their orders defend it to the death. These men, who have gone from battlefield to battlefield, know exactly what that means. The talkative mercenary. It means fucking abandon your stations. They just left us here to die. Chuckles the one called Toma in darkness, too thick for a person to make out his own hand. They want us to buy some time so the main force can pull further back. They were supposed to be their shields performing our final service to our employers. His dry, papery laugh shakes in the darkness. Kaim says nothing in reply. Other mercenaries must be gathered around them in the blackness, but all keep their thoughts to themselves. Mercenaries have nothing to say to each other on the battlefield. Whoops. They might be on opposite sides in the next battle. At times like this, especially when they have to defend the barricade against the enemy's withering attack, they can't spare the time to even look at each other's faces. Kaim knows nothing about this fighter called Toma. His voice sounds young. He probably has very little experience as a mercenary. If a man grows talkative in the face of death, it means that, deep down somewhere, he has a weakness that prevents him from becoming a true soldier. A mercenary with even a hint of such weakness can never cheat death and live to see another day. It is the law of the battlefield, and a man like Toma will only learn that law in the moment before he loses his life. We're done for. We'll all be dead in the morning. We'll have that silent homecoming they talk about. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. In the darkness, no voices rise to second these sentiments. It's too late to talk like this. The day they chose the mercenaries' path was when they should have resigned themselves to death. They all sell their lives for a little money. They prolong their lives a day at a time by taking the lives of one enemy after another. That's what a mercenary is. Nothing more, nothing less. Hey. Can anybody hear me? How many of us are there? We're gonna die together. We'll just be a line of corpses in the morning. Don't shut up now. Answer me. No one says a thing. Instead, a voice of the silent darkness begins to fill with a tangible sense of annoyance. Wordlessly to gather on the battlefield, wordlessly to fight the enemy, and just as wordlessly to die. That is the rule of a mercenary, the aesthetic of a mercenary, if such an expression may be permitted, but Toma has taken it upon himself to abandon the aesthetic. I knew it was hopeless from the start. Headquarters didn't know what they were doing. There was no way a strategy like that could work. You know what I'm talking about, don't you guys? We had to lose. It's a total mess. I wish the hell I had joined the other side. Then we could have gotten a mountain of cash for winning. We could have drunk ourselves blind. We could have had all the women we wanted. I could have gone either way on this one, but I picked the wrong side to fight on. Hey, you! An older voice booms in the darkness, an angry voice. Yeah, what? Answers Toma, his voice more vibrant now, having at last found someone willing to talk to him. As if to crush his momentary enthusiasm, the other man goes on. How about shutting up for a while? If you really want to run off at the mouth that much, I can send you to the next world a step ahead of the rest of us. I'm sorry? Instantly dejected, Toma falls silent and the darkness goes still again. The stillness is charged, with the deep tension, far deeper even than before Toma started talking. The veteran warrior knows. Watch out for talkative men. Being talkative means trusting in words, trusting too much in words. Words are useless on the battlefield. You take up your weapon in silence, you steel yourself in silence, you fight in silence. You kill the enemy, or he kills you in silence. All the mercenaries have lived this way, all but the talkative one. A soldier who clings too desperately to words may cling just as desperately to something else, to the sweet trap of betrayal, for example, or the seduction of desertion under fire, or the lure of the madness. Kaim has often seen pitiful mercenaries who, unable to endure the terror of being surrounded by the enemy, go berserk and attack men from their own side. While Toma proved to be another case, the possibility is great, and no doubt the other men are thinking the same thing too. In the stillness, they turn the same gazes towards Toma that they reserve for confrontations with the enemy, looking for any signs of changes demeanor. The moment they perceive the slightest threat in him, a blade will silently pierce the left side of his chest. The silence continues. Not even the usual all-night cries of insects can be heard tonight as they were last night. Perhaps the insects knew enough to clear out in advance of the enemy's dawn attack. The thought reminds Kaim that he saw no birds in the area yesterday either. Although animals came to snatch food when men first built this fortification, there's been no sign of them for several days now. Animals have mysterious powers of foreknowledge that humans have lost. This becomes painfully obvious from any visit to the battlefield. There can be little doubt that the animals have turned their backs on this barricade. Right about now, in some distant forest, a huge flock of blackbirds may be taking wing in search for human corpses to strip of their flesh. It's feast time, boys. They already know somehow. Once the sun is fully up, the battle will be over. If they don't get here first, they'll lose their feast to a flock of another forest, their black bodies hidden behind the night sky. Those birds are probably flying for all they're worth. A voice in the night. Toma's voice. Weeping. Listen, you guys, I don't know how many of you are out there, but we're all going to die in the morning, or most of us. Maybe one or two will live to escape, no more. Think about it. Those are lousy odds. You've all been through this before. You're veterans, war heroes, you're probably not scared, but even so, even if you're not scared, don't you think this is stupid, huh? Tell me. You've been through a lot more battles than I have, so tell me, what the hell are we here for? We don't hate the enemy, we don't owe our leaders on our side anything, but we got to kill enemy and follow our leader's orders. And we're still going to end up dead? Tell me, guys, don't you think it's pointless? Don't you think it's stupid? The only response to Toma is the impatient click of a tongue in the darkness, followed by someone else sighing. I can't take this any longer, says Toma. I hate this. Now he's sobbing. All I wanted was some money and maybe something better to eat and maybe nicer clothes. I would have been happy with that. What a mistake I made. Taking work like this. I never should have done it. Kaim keeps all his senses open for the movement in the night. Aside from himself and Toma, 5 of the soldiers are crouching down in the darkness. Not bad, all the experienced warriors. They would not be able to put up with Toma's whining otherwise. If they let themselves get angry or started shouting at him or grabbing him by the throat or wheeling him away, they would just end up consuming their strength and energy before their work started at dawn. If this is an assemblage of men who know how to keep their silence, the chances for life are that much greater, assuming, that is, that the talkative weeping man does not become too great of a burden for the rest of them. Still sobbing, Toma continues to curse his fate. Suddenly something is different. Something stirs in the silence. This could be bad, Kaim thinks, sharpening his attentiveness still more. When dawn breaks, Toma will get in our way. Because of him, the possibility for life will wither. The mercenaries know that, and because they know they might do whatever it takes for them to secure for themselves even the slightest added chance to live. I don't want to die here, I tell you. Not now, not here. Like a worthless dog. You guys feel the same way, don't you? Moonlight shines down from the rift in the clouds. For a split second, Toma's tear-stained face appears in the darkness. He's even younger than Kaim imagined from the sound of his voice. He's practically a boy. The clouds hide the moon again, and thick black darkness enfolds everything once more. A dull light stirs in the depths of the darkness. Without a word, Kaim darts, wind-like, towards it. He was able to gauge the distance between him and Toma during the flash of moonlight. Kaim grabs Toma's arm. Something hard had fallen to the ground. A dull light flashes again, this time at their feet, and melts again into the darkness. A knife. Driven by the fear of death, Toma was trying to slit his own throat. Toma twists away. I don't want to die here, so I'm going to kill myself. Toma twists away and tries to free his arm from Kaim's grasp, and Kaim chops him down in the solar plexus. Without uttering a word, Toma passes out. With Toma slung across his back, Kaim strides through the darkness. Eventually, Toma wakes and thrashes his legs to get loose. Stop it, let me go. Kaim lowers him to the ground. Every once in a while, the moon comes out. Check your direction when that happens. Go straight towards the setting moon, Kaim says gently. What the hell are you talking about? It's the only way you can get out of here. Kaim has chosen the thinnest part of the enemy's encirclement. Of course, there is no guarantee that getting through here will save him. From now on, Toma will have to believe in his own luck and abilities. Are you coming too? Toma asks. No, I'm going back. You escape alone. Why? You come too. Let's both escape. Come with me. Toma clings to Kaim's arm as he pleads with him, but Kaim gives him a hard slap on the cheek. The flesh of that cheek is too soft to belong to a veteran warrior. It's the flesh of a boy, a kid. You go alone. But why? To live, that's why. What about you? You want to live too? I'm immortal. I get to live either way. You should run away with me. You don't want to die, do you? Want to live? No, Kaim has no great desire to live. He lives because there's nothing else he can do. He lives because he has to. Toma is far too young, his own burden of life far too fragile for him to know the pain of such a life. We live to fight, that's what mercenaries do, but get the hell out of here. You're ruining it for the rest of us. You guys will never win this battle, so why not run away? It's our job to fight. With that, Kaim turns his heels and starts back the way he came. Toma stands there, watching Kaim move away, and a moment later he himself darts in the western forests. To fight, or to flee. Kaim cannot know which holds the greater promise for life. He also believes it's better to not know, except... I hope you make it, boy, he mutters, walking on. Oops. To the eastern sky is beginning to brighten little by little. Soon the enemy's all-out attack will begin. From the western forest, a few birds take to flight. Perhaps it means a small-scale battle has started in the silence, or that the poor young mercenary has felled from his back to the enemy. He does not look back or break his stride. He feels certain he's seen the talkative mercenary before. Before the war broke out, the boy was selling fruit in the market along the highway. He was a good boy, took good care of his mother. The women in the markets were saying, "Live a long life, full life," Kaim wishes for the boy as he himself walks on, glaring in the lightning eastern sky. I feel like you could have just left. Well, I mean, like, when he was gonna cut his own throat, like, couldn't you just leave? He probably doesn't know how to, but still. Also, as a mercenary, if I'm told to fucking stay somewhere and die, fuck that. My money would get you, like, my abilities to fight, but if you're gonna use me as a human shield, you can suck my dick. I was gonna say you could have also just paid me for that, but still, at the same time, I'm not gonna die for money. You kill for money, Chronos? No, I didn't say that. I said if I was a hypothetical JRPG character who was a mercenary, sure. Nah, I wouldn't want to go to war. Unless I was immortal, I guess, maybe I would try it once, just to see what it's like. I thought about joining the military when I was younger. I thought about a lot of things when I was younger. I didn't, though. I had a couple of friends. What do you fucking mean? I want to go shopping. Oh my god. There's a purple man down there. I need to buy from the purple man. Dog. Never mind, that's a fruit. Dog. Who let the dogs out? This must be the kid in front of the palace who you was looking for. I almost read that right. Hey, guess it's going back to his mass by itself. Should I go back? I feel like I should go back. There's a ladder there, though. I should probably definitely do. There's an item over there. Oh, there's a purple thing over there, too. Hey, welcome to the shop. Don't go back there to buy stuff. You gotta be a special customer, Chronos. Well, I don't know how to become that. Hey, oh, is that the item I was... No, it's on the different side of the fucking... Okay, never mind. Oh, no, this is the other side. Okay. Yeah, you're the boyfriend. Slot seed, woo. How do I get over there, though? How do I go talk to this idiot? There must be a ramp on the other side, I guess. Yeah, I need to get that. Can I get through there? No. That's weird. Maybe I gotta go around through the door. Sure, hello. Nothing to see here, get lost. Okay, fuck you. Hello, child. Your friends are playing on the roof? That sounds extremely dangerous. Have fun with that. Oh, well, you never had fun on a roof before? Oh, no, I absolutely have. One of my friends, they had pretty much access to their roof. We used to party up there all the time. That's it. Yeah. So I have all the spells here, thank God. I don't need anti-paralysis. Well, okay. Sleep and dizziness. A liquid that transforms one member... What? Okay, sorry. 1 second. A liquid that transforms one party member from human to Kilolin? Or vice versa. What the fuck does that mean? One second, I'm taking drugs. Oh, I can only do it in battle, apparently. Alright, fine. Be that way. Hi. Excuse me, I'm afraid I can't just roam our minister of robbers. But there's something in the bookshelf. Let me back there. No? Well, that's rude. I'm just kind of mad about that. What if I come back here? There is a door. Oh, you stupid fucks. Ah. I was actually expecting that to be locked. Be very, very quiet. Is that the fox girl? We got a new product in today. Customers will love how beautiful it is. I wanted to keep one for myself, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to. Okay. Ah, a seed. That's where I keep all my seeds. In the drawer. Money makes more sense to me. Gale wing? Oh wait, we can go in here. Wind bomb. Hello, child. Ah, you found me. I thought you for sure you'd never get me here. Ah, I didn't even get in here. It was locked, wasn't it? No. Well. Oh, hello there. Do you have the new key for me? Yep. My dad's busy, so I brought it with. I fucking don't even remember how I voiced you. There you go. I think my old key was broken, so I couldn't open that door anymore. I was told making it would take days. Your father's an exceptionally skilled man, though. He did the job in a fraction of the time. Should I not have talked to this child? Guy who runs the shop, my dad's best friend. Yeah, he says he asked him to repair a broken key. So you snuck in here with that key? That's not really fair at all. Hey, it is too fair. Yeah, this is what the shopkeeper gave me. My dad has a ton of these. Mana earrings. Bye-bye, let's play again. Oh, I'm starting to like this fox girl. She's giving me shit. Gotta see what those mana earrings do. Why am I even going to you? You're just immortal. Increases max MP. That is neat. I'm sure that will come in handy. Hi, your girlfriend's on the other side. I'm not going to tell you that, though, because fuck you. I need to figure out how to get... I'm assuming we'll get a boat gondola down here at some point. When I was younger, I used to go into gondolas. Cutscene? Thank you. Well, now the loading's all taken care of. But you sure this is okay? Won't the captain yell at you if he finds out how much you helped me? Don't worry about it. It's the sort of thing we handle in the flash. Yeah! Thanks for thinking of his paycheck for all the hot lunch you made us. If you need any more help, just give us a call. Another memory? Kaim recalls a memory that was locked deep in his heart. 2 memories in 1 episode. My God. 1 episode's Chronos? Don't worry about it. Letters from a weakling. Okay, I actually thought I had to press A there for a second. It was holding on for a little bit long, but sure. Once there was a woman who came from a foreign land to marry into an old family. Her husband was from a tiny village in the mountains, but he was working in a thriving harbor town abroad when he met and fell in love with her. At the time he asked her to marry him, his father in his home country collapsed and died, Being the eldest son in his family, the young man had no choice but to return to his homeland, taking her with him, of course. Her name is Mina? Sure. Mina? Mina. That was not the name used by the woman in his homeland. Indeed, her name was not the only thing about her that was different. The color of her hair, skin, and eyes, and the language she spoke were all different. Had the young man's hometown been a harbor city where people of many different lands cross paths, there would have been nothing unusual about this. In such places, there were any number of homes that welcomed foreign men and women to the family generation after generation. But this is about as deep in the country as you can get, the young man told Kaim, sighing on the night he made Mina his wife. Kaim had rushed here all the way from the harbor town in the far country to attend the wedding. At the banquet, the young man had given Kaim a look, and the two had slipped away from the festivities. They were standing in the garden, looking at the night sky. When the eldest son marries, his wishes are of no importance. What matters is family. The two families negotiate the engagement, and the bride is chosen who is acceptable to the groom's parents. That is how it was with my parents, and my grandparents did the same. I know what you mean, Kaim said with a nod. Judging from the formal wedding ceremony, it was easy to imagine the highly conservative nature of the area, just as easy to imagine the relatives had not welcomed Mina into the family. Mina. Alex, Kaim said to the young man. Oops, god damn it, Chronos. It's just that sometimes it goes so slow, my instinct is to press A, and then I say whoops instantly, like an idiot. Yes, the young man answered, still looking up at the sky. You're the only one who can protect Mina now. I know that much, Kaim. Mina is a wonderful girl, and I know that too, of course. The three were good friends. Kaim and Alex had worked together offloading ships at the same pier, and also together they had gone into the neighborhood where Mina worked in the outdoor stall. Even now, Kaim retains the bittersweet memory of Alex and Mina struggling to communicate with in each other's languages. You know, Kaim, Alex said the night under the sky. I think you sense it too, but Mina has drawn less to me than to mine cut short. Never mind, he said with a pained smile. Of course, Kaim knew how Mina felt, and if he had responded to her feelings, she and Alex would never have been married here today. But Kaim had held back. Instead, he had urged Alex to pursue his love for Mina and help the two come face to face. He felt no regret about having played the part of an unlikely Cupid for them. Destined to continue his never-ending journey, Kaim was unable to love Mina in return. One of Alex's uncles stepped out of the house drunk. Hey, Alex, what are you doing out here? The groom can't be absent from the reception. Sure, I'll be right there, Alex said, turning towards his uncle. Kaim tapped him on the shoulder. Make Mina happy, Alex. Leave it to me, he answered with a smile. The fact this was called a letter from a weakling, you're gonna fucking ditch her, aren't you? And you're gonna send me a letter? Come on, said the uncle. Alright, the groom's supposed to sit there the whole time. Yes, how your family's here, we're gonna drink the night away. He grabbed Alex's hand and dragged him back into the house. The man was all smiles with Alex, but when he glanced at Kaim, his borderline polite smile could not disguise the gleam of distrust in his eye of an outsider. Kaim was sure he had noticed the same gleam, though perhaps not as openly displayed in his eyesight alighted on Mina. So that was the kind of village in which Mina had come to as a bride. You better make her happy, Alex, Kaim called out again towards his friend. I'm counting on you. But now the uncle had his arms around Alex's shoulder, and he was noisily manipulating his nephew's attention, monopolizing. There we go. Alex never heard those words from Kaim. It was 3 months later when Alex came to visit Kaim at work on the pier. In town on a buying trip, so I thought I'd stop by to say hello, Alex announced. But judging from the fatigue evident on his friend's face, Kaim was a pretty good idea, the real reason he's coming here. As casually as possible, Kaim asked, how is Mina doing? With a feeble smile, Alex replied, after the wedding, things happened. Mina had been accepted neither as a member of the family or as a resident of the village. There was too many differences in daily customs and culture. So we're gonna go back and burn that village, right? They want to be different. They can be ashes. Well, the one thing that made Mina too different for the tiny village was the brown color of her skin. If only she could speak with people. Mina is trying her best to learn our language, but my mother and the other relatives make no attempt to learn hers. So much as a good morning or thank you, they insist it's up to the daughter-in-law to still do all the adapting. Still, Mena was working hard to draw close to Alex's family and birthplace. She would be the first one out in the field in the morning, work without a break until the sun went down, doing sewing until late at night. She would try to talk to the people in local dialect that Alex had taught her. Using gestures and body language, she would apologize profusely with a abject smile whenever she failed to understand what they were saying. Kaim could easily imagine Mena going through these exertions, which made Alex's report all the more painful to him. "You should come to visit us now and then, Kaim. Mena would love to see you too." I responded vaguely with a silent nod. When Alex added, "I want you to come and cheer her up," he said nothing in reply. "What's wrong, Kaim? Are you angry? I'm not going to visit." "Why not?" "You promised me you make her happy, remember? We agreed that you're the only one who can do that, but still." "Sorry, I haven't got time for this. I have to get this ship loaded before it sets sail." With this curt dismissal, Kaim turned away and continued working. Alex stared at him from behind. Looking frustrated and confused, Kaim could feel his friend's gaze on his back. Because he could feel it too, he kept working without another backwards glance. Eventually, Alex gave up and left. Neither man spoke words of farewell. A year after the wedding, I can't wait for this, Mena gave birth to a son. The boy had brown skin like his mother. He had just started crawling when Alex visited Kaim again. There was talk of a divorce, Alex said. "There's nothing wrong with our relationship. Mena and I love each other, that's for certain. But my mother and the relatives say there's no way they could accept the brown-skinned child into the family." Let's go burn this place down. His existence supposedly harms the marriage prospect of my younger brother and sister too, so they want us to... That's not a problem, because they're not long for this world. They want us to send the baby to Mena's family. It's gone that far. Alex had lost a great deal of weight. It's obviously living with much pain every day, trapped as he was between family and Mena. Yeah, I feel like good quotes on that family mark. Let's you just leave your fucking shitty family. None of this made sense to Kaim. However trapped Alec might be, as long as he was firm on what was important to him, there could only be one answer to the family's demands, and he should be able to arrive at it without anguish or confusion. "I know how strong you are," Alex sighed, speaking to Kaim's back as Kaim went on hoisting huge spine-snapping crates in silence. The longshoremen were all paid for hauling crates on their backs, loads that it would take 3 ordinary men to lift. The daily wage was calculated by the number of loads each man lifted, so asking for help would result in a pay cut. For this reason, Kaim and the others never complained or asked for help. They would lift even the heaviest loads by themselves. Alex had been like that too. If someone nearby asked him, "Are you going to be okay with that?" he would be all the more determined to do it on his own. "Fine, fine." He would smile, gritting his teeth. He would lift the giant load. But Alex was not the same anymore. I'm starting to think that maybe in the long run, tying Mena down to a life in my village is just going to make her unhappy. My relatives say they'll support Mena and the baby, so it's not like I'd be abandoning her or chasing her away. Yes, you would. It's just that for both of our sakes, starting a new life. Having finished the piling crates on decks, Kaim turned towards Alex for the first time. He was looking down at Alex on the pier. "And you're all right with that? If you're convinced that it's the right thing, then go ahead and do it. It's not for me to interfere." "I kind of want to interfere and burn your family's house down." Alex and the town and the village. Alex's features distorted under the impact of Kaim's words. Kaim said nothing more but went back to work. His anger and frustration were reaching the boiling point. Alex had no idea that Mena had been writing to Kaim on an occasion since shortly after the wedding about the hardship she'd been facing in the home of her husband's family. She said not a word. Instead, she would spell out how happy her current life was, declaring repeatedly how much Alex loved her. Always the letter was end with, I'm sure you too would be living happily. Must be living happily, Kaim." She sounds like a wonderful woman. Alex, make the right fucking goddamn decision. Also, Kaim, write her fucking back. What the fuck? This was why Alex reported the situation at home had filled him with such intense anger and frustration. He never answered Mena's letter. He felt certain that if he were to write her, whether with words of encouragement or comfort, or even playing along with her sad lies, something important that gave her spiritual support would snap in two. "Okay. Sure, maybe. Come see the baby, Kaim," Alex pleaded. Mena would be thrilled if you did." Instead of responding to Alex, Kaim called out to him from the deck. "See that crate over there? Can you lift it?" The crate near Alex was the same size and weight as the one Kaim just loaded onto the ship. In the old days, Alex would not have hesitated to carry it to the ship, every muscle in his body shuddering. Now, however, Kaim gave one timid glance and, smiling to hide his embarrassment, said only, "Not me." Kaim said nothing more. He felt strongly that their long friendships had come to an end, though in fact, for Kaim, whose life would go on through all eternity, it had been nothing more than a momentary acquaintance. Which is kind of a true, but also kind of a lie. He clearly cared about these people. Kaim had been on his endless journey ever since. Now and then he thinks back to those bygone days. Both Alex and Mena long ago came to dwell among his distant memories, the kind of memories that revive from a deep sense of bitterness, and they are there to this day. Alex made his third trip to see Kaim a year after the baby was born. Having wasted away to a mere shadow of his former self, Alex stared vacantly at Kaim, and his voice lacked in intonation as he announced Mena's death. She had killed herself, hanged herself in the barn. Let's go burn down that village! Kaim was amazed at his own detachment as he took in Alex's words. Mena's letters had stopped coming several months earlier. Either she no longer needed to spin those sad little lies about being accepted by Alex's family or the town folks, or she had lost the strength to invent them anymore. In effect, it was the latter Kaim was learning now. To the very end, she could not make anyone accept her, my mother, my family, or the town. She was all alone, finally to the very end. Without a word, Kaim punched Alex in the face. Alex seemed to know and accept the fact that that punch would be coming. He did nothing to resist or defend himself. The fist hit him full on and sent him sprawling to the road. Why? Kaim demanded to know. Why did you say she was all alone? And when Alex righted himself, he smashed him again in the face again. Alex began coughing violently and uncontrollably when he spat up a gob of blood. A broken back tooth came out with it. Kaim knew well enough that Alex had been suffering too, that he had been engaged in a desperate struggle to do something about being trapped between family and wife. Otherwise, he would never have wasted away so dramatically from the brawny young... He could have threw his fucking family out on the street for all I care. As well as he knew this, however, Kaim could not forgive him. He had promised, he had given his word, he would make Mena happy. He would protect her. Kaim could never forgive Alex for failing to make good on his oath. Wiping the blood from his mouth with the back of his hands, Alex dragged himself to his feet. I know how strong you are, he said to Kaim, as he had once before, but this time his words took on a far sadder tone. But let me tell you this, Kaim. My mother, my relatives, and the others, their way of looking at things is not completely crazy. To live in a peace and quiet in the country, you have to follow the country's special rules. It so happens that one of those rules would not accept a bride like Mena. I was born and raised in that village, and I know the village code, know it all too well, which is why I had been in such pain all these months. I'm a weakling, I suppose. In your eyes, I'm probably so weak you want to spit on me. Kind of, and then set you on fire. So laugh at me, hit me, burn you alive? Despise me if you want to. Come on, hit me again. Alex thrust his face at Kaim for one more punishment, and Kaim threw another punch. This one landed squarely on his nose and may have broken it. Alex crumpled to his knees. The blood that gushed from his nose was blacker than the blood from his mouth. Alex looked up at Kaim with a smile of self-derision. Mena should have been with you, that's what I think. If she had married you, not some weakling like me, she'd still be alive. I mean, you're not wrong. With a wordless, struggled cry of rage, Kaim lunged at Alex, grabbing him by the collar and hoisting him to his feet. Another punch, and still another. I like Kaim. Kaim was not planning to stop punching Alex. I really like Kaim. Now then, with Kaim's hand still fastened to the front of his shirt, Alex looked straight at Kaim for the first time since coming to the dock. Why didn't you ever answer Mena's letters? This is all she was hoping for, a letter from you. So he knew. Alex knew everything. It's terrible out there in the country. Anybody who wants to find out who wrote letters and who got them... What? Anybody who wants to can find out who wrote letters and who got them. Everybody out there is like family. Everybody but Mena, that is. If Alex had wanted to, he could have squashed Mena's letters easily. Then not one of her sad little lies would have reached Kaim. But instead, Alex had read the letters, resealed the envelopes, and sent them to Kaim one after another. He had internalized Mena's sad little lies and started looking for Kaim's answer even before she did. Kaim stopped his fist in midair and asked, how could I possibly have answered her? Why not? Alex retorted. You knew how trapped she was feeling. I actually kind of agree why you should have answered. It's not your fault that she had a miserable life due to her husband and her husband's family, but still, you must have known how much encouragement one word from you could have given her. But you were Mena's husband. Yeah, that's true, but you were also one of her the one deepest in her heart. I knew that, and because I knew that, there was only one thing I could do. No, that couldn't be. Astounded, Kaim lowered his fist at Alex. Kaim lowered his fist as Alex said to him, I wrote to her. I pretended I was you. I wrote her letter after letter. Be strong, I told her. Keep your spirits up. Oof. Keep your spirits up. I'll come see you soon. You're too strong, Kaim. You don't understand the feelings of weak people, but I don't have that problem. I am weak. I understood how a weakling like Mena felt. Alex tried, blood streaming from his nose and mouth. Eesh. Big oof. There's one thing I don't know, though, Kaim. I don't know whether Mena actually believed that the letters I wrote were from you, or whether she knew that I was doing what I was doing and pretending to believe. I wonder, was life in my village so painful to her that she couldn't go on living without pretending to believe? I made no attempt to answer Alex's question. Slowly, he let the strength go of his clenched fist and released his grip on Alex's shirt. Alex drew a step back from him and took another step, putting distance between him before his final revelation. There was one letter, just one, that I didn't send to you. That was 3 months ago. It was the first letter in which Amanda begged you for help. She said she wanted to run away and asked you to come and save her as soon as possible, to rescue her and the baby. That was the letter Alex threw away, posing as Kaim. He wrote two-word answer, be strong. The day after she read the letter from Alex, Mena hung herself in the barn. Ooh. I really want to kill these imaginary people. Kaim stood rooted in the spot, crestfallen. He left him momentarily defenseless. Alex shot his fist at Kaim's solar plex, though his feeble blow could hardly be called a punch. The pain inflicted might have been greater for Alex's own fist than Kaim's subtly conditioned muscles. Superbly. Jesus. What an idiot I was. Be strong. Such words might have meant something to somebody like you, but to burden a weak person like Mena with them? No, they could only break and crush her. Alex gave another tearful, self-disparaging smile and thrust his face towards Kaim. So hit me. I don't give a damn. Hit me all you want. Beat the hell out of me. Well, let me ask you this, Kaim. If I had sent you her last letter, would you have finally answered that one? Would you have been able to accept Mena in all of her weakness? Kaim did not know how to answer this question. Nor did he raise a clenched fist to Alex again. Did he hold his head under the water until the bubble stopped? So ended the story of Alex and Kaim. Alex turned and walked away, but Kaim could not bring himself to call out to him. He simply stood there, drained of all emotion, and watched him go. Alex did, however, turn to face Kaim again when he put enough distance between them so that Kaim could barely make out his voice. I can tell you this much, Kaim, he shouted. I'm going to raise the boy as mine. I'll make him into the man of my village. I may have been too weak to be a husband, but as a father, I'll do better. I'll make him happy. Kaim returned to his words with a silent nod. Alex allowed the hint of smile to show on his badly swollen face. He then turned his heels once more and strode away. Kaim never saw Alex again. Let's go burn down that fucking family's house. Every now and then, Kaim remembers Alex and Mena as he proceeds on his endlessly long journey. When he thinks back of what he himself was like in those days, wanting only to be strong in all things, the memory is a bitter one. If only he had been the person he is today, the present-day Kaim would not have rejected such human weakness. Now he can accept the fact, sometimes with a painful smile, sometimes with genuine heartbreak, that everyone is weak. If only he could have begun his journey again. Mena might not have had to die. At least not that way. Eventually she would have, because we're immortal, but still. But this is no more than a hopeless dream. He meets them only once, and they're gone forever, the mortals, the humans. The ones without eternal life. This is what makes them all the more dear to him. This is what makes his breast burn for them. Aware now that he had failed to love human weakness throughout his battles and his wanderings, Kaim turns his step towards Alex's old village. Alex himself, of course, is long since gone, or dead, but Alex's descendants, he can tell at a glance. They have brown skin. Brown-skinned youths are the ones in charge of the village's festivals. Brown-skinned old women teach girls how to weave floral decorations. Brown-skinned children and those who are not brown play together in all innocence and free care. Okay, can we dig up the bodies of these people and desecrate them? Perhaps this can be comprised as a tiny epilogue to the story of Alex, Kaim, and Mena. The graves of Alex and Mena lie side by side atop a hill. Let's move Alex away from her. Windswept. A low windswept hill. Kaim picks flowers from the field and offers them at the doomed couple's graves before returning to the road. What is human strike, after all? Kaim still doesn't know the answer to this question. This is why, again, today, his journey must go on. End. Well, that was fucking depressing! Where's the save point? Oh, I gotta go back to that kid. We'll finish exploring the town next time. I gotta find the save point. Was there one in the inn? Should I go back? You know, it might unlock another memory. Those take a little bit of time, so let's check the inn first before I call it a day. There wasn't. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I guess technically we don't have to talk to the kid, right? I'm surprised there's not a save point at the inn. I really should have got a glass of water before starting this. There's the save point. Kid's gone. Nope, kid's there. Don't talk to him. We run past, we go to the save point. And so that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye.